Alright guys, welcome to our live, Insta live of creativity session and I had DevDutt with me and we're just going to invite him over again and have a little chat about the creativity session that we had. And thank you for joining us back guys, so yeah, please join back. I hope you can hear me fine now and I'll play music in the background because that's what. Thank you so much guys for joining us back.
This is. What's up? What's the name?
So this is our creativity with DevDutt. So I'm gonna write that thing here.
Not dressed properly, dressed the way. And then finally, it was time to partake with.
There you go guys. So perfect. Cool. So I'm gonna invite Dave again. Our conversation.
Welcome back. This song has a lot of good memories.
Exactly, and I'm actually playing it from your YouTube video. So guys, you haven't checked out Dave's channel, please check out DevDutt on YouTube, and there's some amazing comments there, amazing videos there with amazing content.
Thank you.
All right, so Dave, coming back to our chat, and you're joining us from Mumbai, so that people know that
Bombay, Maya Nagari.
Mumbai, I'm in Delhi right now. Bombay, Maya Nagari. And makes sense, right? Being a photographer, actor, and YouTuber, probably. How's Bombay for you? Like, how do you like Bombay?
Oh, I love Bombay, man. I've been here all my life, and life over here is pretty fast-paced, as you hear about it. Bombay, kabhi sota nahi hai.
Yeah.
And even if you step out at 3 in the night, you will see people there. You will see cars there. You will see like, अगर ज़्यादा हुआ तो main road पे शायद traffic भी मिल जाएगा. And it's a very fast-paced life. And what I feel is once you live here in Bombay, it is very difficult to live somewhere in any other city in India at least. So after Bombay, the next step is going out somewhere. I mean, that's what I feel. I mean, a lot of people could.
So it's like a launch pad.
Yeah,
launch
exactly.
Pad, like people move to Bombay and then they jump.
It's like a launch pad outside India because once you stay here, once you get used to the lifestyle here, it's very difficult to adjust to a lifestyle somewhere outside, outside in India.
Yeah, I think Mumbai has been the most, I think, non-judgmental. People mind their own business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of cities. Like we used to go to Chote Mia, Bade Mia in the night, after our parties. So it's like super crazy.
It's on 24/7. It's on 24/7. Whatever you want, whenever you want, you can get it.
Yeah. So definitely one of the best cities I have ever lived. I've only lived there for 3 years, but it's the best year of my life because of my college time there.
Yeah.
So guys, what is your favorite city? Just write in the comments so we know. Do we have more people who love Mumbai, or we have any other city that we can also consider? Bangalore is also one
Bangalore,
of the
obviously. Bangalore is
like it now. The traffic has fucked it up. Yeah. Okay. Coming back to you, Dave. So you basically after your school you decide to join a call center.
No, actually.
And then you started growing your hair.
Not exactly after school. I did do my college. I was, in fact, it's surprising to hear, but I did my electronics and telecommunication. Yeah, I never really talk about it because, see, honestly, if you are not interested in a subject, it doesn't really make sense for you to get into it. I got into it because, engineering करना चाहिए Indian बच्चे को, तो घुस गया उसमें. But if you don't really, if you don't enjoy it, I feel education उस चीज में लेना चाहिए जिसमें actually interest है, तो वो सही से होता है. नहीं तो फिर it is a waste of your time. It is a complete waste of time if you get into something just because of society.
So in India they say that people do graduation to know what not to do in life.
Exactly.
So they realize after
basically you spend 4 years of your life making a mistake so that you understand what not to do later. So why spend 4 years of your life doing that?
And that's a really good point, because when did you realize that this is what I want to do in my life?
Once I failed. When I failed, that's when I realized, okay, you know what? You're not good at this. You are doing it. जबरदस्ती करने से अच्छा है भाई उस चीज में interest लाओ जिसमें तुमको मजा है. And acting, that's how I got into acting, because I was so interested in it. I was always fascinated by, wanting to see myself on a big screen, and fascinated by the kind of lifestyle actors had. And it was very motivating for me when as I said, मेरे को मेरा पहला ad मिला. The whole point of and once I started working as an actor, there's a lot of struggle. I have seen a lot of struggle as an actor because I don't have a godfather. I don't come from a filmy background. I'm a very ordinary family. And for even in my family, for someone to become take this, take this field as a career option, it was a big surprise. I went against a lot of people, went against my parents, and still got into it because just to prove myself, and saw my part of the struggle. वो होता है ना वड़ा पाव और लस्सी पे जिया हूँ मैं 2 महीने BST बस से ट्रैवल करना and वो सब देख के, but it never felt like work because I enjoyed it. It never felt like I am actually struggling because I was enjoying whatever work I was getting. I was enjoying the whole shoot life. I was enjoying the whole process. There's this creator called Gary Vaynerchuk. A creator, he's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman. He says that if you don't love the process, you will never be successful. And that is the whole point of, surviving. That is the whole point of existing. If you're doing something, you need to absolutely love the process. Otherwise, you will never be able to enjoy that thing. Yeah. And that. So Gary Vee is amazing, guys. If you wanna check out more work of Gary Vee, is actually like whenever I listen to him, it's like a boost of energy, and it's like a boost of good energy, good emotions, and you actually feel positive. And that particular line, enjoying the process, loving the process, goes with everything you do in life. मतलब अगर तुमको body बनानी है, you will need to enjoy the process of working out. If you want to, in this lockdown, I taught myself how to play the guitar. I had to actually love the process to teach myself how to play it. If you don't love the process, then you can never. वो first step पे रुक जाते हो. Third, second, third, fourth step कभी नहीं आता. That's an amazing point. Yeah, that's an amazing point. That you have to love the process to fall in love with something. Like you can't fall in love with the end goal and just like be miserable. But that is what. And that's what I think. Majority of people are doing that. Yeah. They want the end goal. Actor बनना है. वो मेरे को famous होना है. इसलिए actor बनना है. अरे bro, मतलब ऐसा तो YouTuber. These days so many people are getting into YouTube just because, and they say that okay मेरे को subscriber चाहिए. But the whole process of making a video, creating it, and editing it, and then uploading it, and then gauging whether people are liking your content or no, adjusting, that is the process. You can't just like the end goal and just get into it. You need to understand the process. Yeah, like I've heard people saying I wanna go to YouTube to make money. I'm like, wow, that's like a super complex. There is money, but honestly. Coming to YouTube, I'm sure there is money, but I think, like you said, like if you don't love the process of making the videos, how will you, make the money? Like they say, like happiness is a byproduct of what you do, exactly, and not the end goal. Absolutely, right? Like absolutely. I can leave everything and chase happiness, like that. So it's, I think, the same thing. Coming on to vlogging and YouTube, I've seen your. I was just going through your
your videos, and I think you're an amazing storyteller. And I was so curious to just see what you do in your life, and the way you do the commentary that go around what's happening in your life, and probably being very observant of what is happening around you. I got inspired from you because I was just telling people how I met you. So I met you in a conference in Goa.
Life
We had a
plugging.
very brief talk, and I think it just clicked. So and I got inspired because I wanted to do some vlogging, right? And a lot of people actually want to do that. And so here's a question for you: like, how to become a vlogger?
How to become a vlogger? See, people have this idea that vlogging is you need to become a vlogger so that you become famous on YouTube. Vlogging plays a very basically what is a vlog? A vlog is you recording yourself in your daily routine.
Yeah.
Now, people, why will a third person want to see your daily routine? Your daily routine needs to be interesting, or you as a character need to be interesting. How, like, I'll give you an example. When we watch a show, like say a Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, you start enjoying the show because you start liking the characters and you start liking the story. You start, Game of Thrones, mein your favorite character will be Jon Snow, or the character that you hate will be probably, or other character Tyrion Lannister. It is because you love the character, you will start enjoying watching the show even more. Just like that, vlogging also plays the same part. If people start enjoying you, your person as a character, and the people around you in your life, your friends, who you take in your vlog, who you take in your video, and they start relating to them, they start enjoying them, and then they start enjoying your routine, your story, how you how you convey your message, what value do you bring to your piece of content. So vlogging is not just vlogging. Vlogging is a lot. Like, vlogging is characters. Vlogging is your story, your routine, your friends, the complete package. That is a vlog. It's like a daily soap of your life. So if your every single part needs to be on point so that you get an audience who is watching you. That is what a vlog is.
So exactly the same point. So a lot of people don't start off thinking that why would someone watch my vlog, right?
Correct.
That is a really big question, right? Like the why you basically hate the vlog. So how do people answer that? Like, I understand in your point, in your case, you probably figured it out. Probably you were doing amazing stuff already, right? And then you captured it into a vlog. So you were already on YouTube, and then you also made vlog. How will you advise someone who's a nibba?
See,
like who haven't
nibba. See, initially for someone new, someone amateur, like an amateur person, who gets interested, that person, there's a big probability that the person gets interested seeing someone else. You get inspired by looking at other people. Like, I got inspired looking at Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat, again, is a creator in the US, and I got inspired to create. I got inspired to actually start making something on YouTube, looking at him. And he is an inspiration to a lot of, he revolutionized the whole vlogging culture. The entire camera with a mic and a gorilla pod, that is Casey Neistat. That is his creation. That is his gift to the vlogging culture. So just like that, these days, anyone who wants to become a vlogger probably has seen someone vlogging, probably has seen someone's channel and gets inspired by their style or by their story, and then they want to become a vlogger. But what they forget is their style, their story is their story. You need to understand your own story first so that you can create something around it. Like, even in my case, I make YouTube content, I make vlogs. I started with travel videos. I started with, going, my first video was Kalsubai Peak. There's a mountain in Maharashtra. It's called the Everest of Maharashtra. It's the highest peak in Maharashtra, Kalsubai.
Okay.
And it's around 4,500 feet, something, if I'm not mistaken. And me, this other friend of mine, MSK, he's pretty famous. He's got more than 1 million subscribers. Me and my flatmate at that point of time, Satya Sagar. He's again he's another famous guy. He's got around 3 lakh subscribers. So at that point of time, we all were at zero. We had nothing. We were just 3-4 friends. And this other guy, Kunal, he's another childhood friend of mine. 4 of us, we decided that let's go to Kalsubai Peak. Let's ride. We took our bikes and we happened to make a video. Like I happened to shoot content around it. MSK, his name is Salim. He shot content around it. We came back. He uploaded and I uploaded. He got around 2,500 views on his video. And that was motivation enough for him to continue, keep creating. Those 2,500 views got him started. On the other hand, I ended up uploading that video a month later. I got somewhere around 200-250 views, but because I was acting as well on the side simultaneously, I didn't really pay attention to creating content at that point of time. I was very lazy. So laziness plays a very important role to, like, it's the destroyer of what you wish to do. If you're lazy, it will probably destroy everything you want to do. You will never be able to achieve. And I am still
every creative person's they have
I'm still struggling with it. I'm still struggling. I need to if you want to create content, you need to understand that you are your editor, you are your shooter, you are your director, and you are your story writer. सब कुछ खुद ही को करना है और खुद को करना है तो भाई आलस मतलब दूर रखना पड़ेगा. And it's difficult. It's a very difficult thing to avoid it because once you are a lazy person, it's a complete process here. But that's what
procrastination wala cycle is.
ये नहीं करना है वो करना है. So but that's how I started making content. That was that Kalsubai Peak, and I initially got a lot of support from my friends, obviously because since they started early, I got a lot of support from them later on. And my initial 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers was because of them only. क्योंकि मैं महीने में एक आध वीडियो डालता था मर के वो लोग बोल के थक गए देव वीडियोस प्रोड्यूस कर तेरे को सपोर्ट मिल रहा है क्यों नहीं कर रहा. तो फर्स्ट 7,000 सब्सक्राइबर मेरे 5-10 वीडियो डाल के हो गया था. आफ्टर 7,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स last year I went for Chadar Trek. That is the time I started taking YouTube seriously, started producing content on a regular basis. So since last year until now, जो बड़ा है मेरा, I'm at 45,000 right now. I think 45,000 subscribers. It would have been more if I would have been much more focused, but that happened because I actually took an initiative, took some interest in it, and even right now, I have a lot of things planned, but because Sushant Singh Rajput happened and me being from the same industry, it kind of affects. So again, the whole planning just fell down. Now after this, now that I'm speaking to you again, I'm speaking all these things, I'm saying all these things. It's it's very motivating to even. They say in there's a philosophy where if you say things out loud, okay, if say you want to do things, it's a Japanese a Japanese technique. It's a Japanese technique where workers when they the Japanese bullet train, it's one of the fastest bullet trains in the world. The workers of that train, they have a technique where they call out what they are checking. So engine light check, this check, door check, this check. So this calling out reduces the errors that they do by a big margin. So when I'm just like that, when I'm saying these things to you, it's kind of, motivating myself as to, okay, you are capable of, speaking, you are capable of, talking to the camera. You need to do this on a regular basis, edit and just fucking put your content out there.
I know, and you might feel like that you're not being not making more content, or you're not disciplined enough. But I got inspired by you, to be honest. I saw you making videos at Life Plugin, and I'm like, wow. Like then I saw your videos, and I'm like, I want to make some videos. At least get into a bit of vlogging to do something. So you inspired me. So I'm glad that you can basically, you don't even know how many people are looking at your videos right now. and thinking if we could also start and do something like this.
That's how
And I was
that's how
reading
you
all the
begin.
comments, and everyone is like,
That's how you end up beginning,
yeah.
right? And
So
when I spoke to you about it at Life Plugin in Goa, I like what I saw is you are already creating something which is inspiring so many people. So why not put this in a video and inspire more people? Like, because that's
yeah,
when you make some change happen for someone else, that is your life is a success. Like if you have the power to actually change someone's mindset, to actually help someone, what else do you want from life? Like, that is successful enough.
exactly,
And when I saw you doing that,
exactly.
when I saw you working, and when I saw you that you're so interested in what you're doing and you're so engrossed and creating something so beautiful, more people need to see that, because it's an outlet. It's doodling. Like, I got to know from
Yeah,
you that doodling could actually calm your mind, calm. You can calm yourself down. You can take out what you have
yeah,
in your head on a fucking piece of paper, and you can be relaxed and in that process. So more
yeah.
and I feel, if more and more people see what you do and learn from it and just understand the idea, it will help them a lot. Then,
Absolutely. And thank you so much for the kind words. So, just to give a context to people, so I met Dave at Life Plugging Summit in Goa last year, and I was doing a live doodling of the speakers. So, whatever they were saying, I was making a live doodle of that on a canvas. And in the end of the day, we kept it outside for people to just come and get a visual summary of what was being discussed. And yeah, I think that was
and
amazing
the
to just
creation was beautiful. Let me just add that the creation was extremely beautiful. मतलब खाने का काम नहीं है, ऐसा कोई सामने ऐसा कोई बात कर रहे हो and you interpret it at that very moment and put it on paper and you make it look beautiful. मजाक नहीं है. So it is commendable what you did.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, I think that's what I think I liked about Life Plugin is I met so many people who inspired me, and probably they also got some inspiration from what I was doing.
Absolutely.
Great. So it's lovely speaking to you, Dave, about the vlogging thing. Now I'm gonna ask little something like a personal stuff, right?
Okay.
So that we get to know you as a person as well, because you're a very interesting person. I have seen it on YouTube, and there is a question I want to ask you. Okay, so the idea is just reply as fast as you can.
Okay.
So what are the 5 things that you love?
5 things that I love. I love I love music. I love traveling. I love the mountains. I love photography. Photography is like a passion, you could say. I'm not really following it professionally, but yeah, it's a passion, and I love photography. And I love nature, man. Like,
Yeah.
to just put it collectively, I love nature.
Great. I got the points here, and people who are listening here, if they want to doodle these things out, I think it'll be a super cool fun to see what they like. And usually we get like 5 points, and we give it to people to doodle. Just doodle these 5 points, and it's just so much fun to see those doodles coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's super fun that we do. Yeah, so you probably can see some doodles coming in. There's music, travel, mountains, photography, and nature, guys. So these are the words that you can make some nice doodles on, and probably send to Doodle Project, tag us. We'll send it to Dave to have a look.
Man, I can already
Question number 2.
picturize a nice visual landscape. Oh, shoot. Question number 2.
Okay. Yeah. Are you an introvert or are you an extrovert?
I am an introvert turned extrovert. I was that person. I was that person who,
and how did that happen?
if I'm in a room with a group of people, you won't know I'm in the room. I was that person, and I have turned myself into this, what I am today. A lot of my school friends, when they see me, they like it makes me very happy when I hear this, that like this is from all, like everyone from school. Whenever I speak to anyone, they're like, bro, जब भी हम लोग मिलते हैं, तेरा टॉपिक निकलता ही है, and everyone has this thing to say that have you seen DevDutt? Have you seen what he has become? And it is so inspiring and motivating to hear that. And that's what makes me feel that change is possible. I have changed myself. Like I'm become a flip, like completely flipped from what I was to what I am today.
Yeah.
And I'm a living fact that change is possible. If you see one of my school pictures, you'll be like, "Nahi boss, ye tu nahi hai." To what I've become today, and to how I'm speaking, and like you just so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that happens because that happened with me too. I used to be a super shy kid in school, not talking
Yo,
to anyone,
yeah,
and then now I actually like talking to people. Like now right now we are sitting having this conversation. Is like, is that
yeah.
thing? I wouldn't like recognize myself if I go back in my childhood. In my school days. Wow, that's amazing. I think personal transformation exists, and I totally believe that once you are in your compass, like where you are going, you get in sync with what you
You
like to
grow,
do,
you
and that's what
develop
you're
as a
doing.
person,
I think
you
you just
develop
tend to
yourself
grow
as a person, and you
even
become a
more with
better
that.
version of yourself.
And
And
yeah,
that's what people don't realize, man. Like becoming a better version of yourself is so possible, and it is fun because once you start understanding that, okay, oh shit,
yeah,
it's like a quest to discover yourself, and that I feel that is what life is. That you discover yourself, you understand yourself, and you grow.
yeah. I know. I Exactly. And that's what I also keep telling people, that do the things that you love doing, because in that process, you'll find yourself. If you're not doing it right now, that's okay, but keep looking for it. Keep looking what is your passion. What is the thing that
Yeah,
just gets you, gives you goosebumps when you think about it and how you do
absolutely.
it. And yeah, you'll probably find yourself in that process. So very inspiring stuff there. Very inspiring stuff. Okay. Question number 3, which you forgot. When you have, like, imagine it, if you're having a bad day, okay, what would you
If I'm
do to
having a
make
bad
yourself
day,
feel better?
I, uh, I mean, it's
Now, these are
what I
personal
do is
questions,
I
right?
see music
Yeah.
for me plays a very important part in my life. Like the entire day, like how videos have background music, my life has background music. It's just that it's not playing right now because it will be disturbing. But
Yeah.
90% of the time, 70,
Oh,
not just 90, let's just say 70% of the time, there is music playing around me. And I take, like, music is therapy for me. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I could play. And I listen to all possible genres except for heavy metal and hard rock. I listen to hard rock also. Heavy metal, I can't take in because I never understood that genre. But from
mhm.
psychedelic music to something slow to something
Yeah.
to fusion to like you name the
Oh,
genre,
wow.
I listen to it, and I feel music sorts your mind out. It
Yeah.
gives a nice rhythm. It gives a nice tempo to your thought process, to your energy, to your breathing, and you can choose what mood you want to
Yeah.
be in by
Yeah.
by your selection of music. And so basically, the power is
That's
in
that's
your
that's
hand.
an
If you're in a bad
absolutely
mood,
great point.
you can
Yeah.
choose to alter that state of mind by just selecting a set of music and listening to it.
Mm.
And just like that, it's like magic. It's like magic. It just changes your whole
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
state, state of mind. Just changes it.
Yeah. I I totally relate to that because whenever I have to doodle, and now I don't doodle on like live, but whenever I do like doodle live on the stage, I basically listen to music just to pump myself up, and like as soon as I'm on the stage, it just helps me because I'm already in that flow of that energy that actually helps me to not warm up but like start away on the session as it starts. So that was how I was doing at live
Absolutely.
session also, like just
It's like
listening
a
to
tool,
music
right? You
and then
use
just
it.
start
You
away
use it as a tool
doodling. So
to
I think
work in your favor,
definitely, I think it's a work same way.
and it helps you a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. And I've just written a line from you. Yeah, it's basically you are your music. So it's basically how you want to make yourself
Absolutely.
feel. You probably can do that with the help of music, and I do that with the help of music, doodling, doing some creative stuff. Having probably a hot cup of chai, doing something with that. So yeah, that's my process to get
Right.
into the zone of flow, for example. Okay, perfect. Okay, then question number 4, very interesting one, is what is the
Most courageous thing
that
that
you've
I've
done in
done.
your life so far, Dave? And that could be anything,
Most
What
courageous
could be
thing that
most
I've done
crazy
in my
as well?
life is I actually went against my parents to become an actor. It's a very personal thing. I've never shared it anywhere, but like only my close friends know about it. But I actually left my house and because I wanted to become an actor. So it's like, and I feel that if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have become that this person what I am today. Then I would have become that very ordinary, trying, sulking in your day-to-day life kind of guy, which I didn't want to become. Being in the crowd, I would have become a part of the crowd, basically,
like
if I
being in the
wouldn't have taken
crowd
that step.
yeah.
So, like, I had a very laid-back attitude, casual, chilled out, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. And when I left my house, it taught me a couple of things. It taught me responsibility. It taught me how to actually, work for yourself, how to put food on your table, and all these things, they help you a lot. So I feel the most courageous thing that I've done is leaving my parents' house when I had nothing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is all part of my struggling. Like I've seen as I told you, like, oh, biopic, no man. See, unless I'm till the time I become a very successful actor, and like you see me on a big billboard, and I'm starring in my own film or starring in my own show, and
then
and people actually then but
so
then I
part
feel
of the
that
story,
my story could actually help a lot of people as well, because this is something, as I said, I'm a very regular guy from a very regular family, the regular middle class family, who don't have aspirations to go chasing after what you wish for. Because when you are part of a simple middle class family, your aspirations become very simple. Like you are told to want simple things in life. You are not told to dream out of your reach. मतलब वो जो लाइन नहीं है, जितनी चादर है उतने ही पैर फैलाओ. You are told that's fed into your fucking system, and majority of the kids in India at least deal with that, I feel.
So a very interesting point. Like, what happened at that point, Dave? Like, when you could have gone there, but you've actually gone there, right? So what happened at that Y point that you
that decision was very, like, it was like an impulse decision that either you want this or you want this. Should you choose to accept? Or what do you choose? So I chose this, and even though this went like this, but eventually it came up. But if I would have gone here, I don't know. Like, I never chose that path, so I don't really think about it. Because I feel thinking about things that could have happened is a waste of your time and energy, rather than thinking of the things you could make happen. Yeah. I mean, if there's something in my power, and if there's something that I could do, thinking of that thing, it makes sense. But if something that has not happened, and if I keep thinking about it, then I'm wasting my own energy, because I'm not really going to be able to do anything about it. It's done. It's gone. Like, having regrets doesn't make sense. I have absolutely no regrets. Let me tell you, even with my struggle and everything, it has made me what I am today. It has given me a mind. It has given me a thought process that I have today, and I'm so fucking glad that I did that. And I have absolutely no regrets. I'm happy. As you can see, like, I'm always smiling.
Like it's like a very contagious inspiration smile, that comes from him, and so that's what I actually wanted to invite you and talk, because I want to understand.
Oh man, I'm so grateful that you. Go for it.
So thank you for that. Last question.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can put that gratification wala thing. Okay. What inspires you in life? What
Gives
inspires?
me
What gives you
inspiration
inspiration to do
is,
things that you're doing?
it's a very cliche question. Yeah, no doubt.
Now it's a very
What
cliche
inspires
question, but
me
it can be
is,
very insightful as
you know,
well.
the possibility of growth. Like, I want to see myself being successful. I want to see myself trying to make a
Mm-hmm.
change for the better. And we are living right now. See, honestly, मेरा 2 दिन से मेरा इतना mood off है ना because of the things that are happening around. And we are living in a society, we are living in a country where people are literally at each other. And people, मतलब ना, I was just talking about this to a friend of mine, with a friend of mine earlier, and people have become very insensitive nowadays. Like, people have become very, very insensitive, and that is so sad. There is absolutely there's complete disregard to what someone else would feel, what people are going through, and like, they've become very, like, they just think about themselves, and they don't think of consequences of their actions. So what inspires me is when you go after what you want, like I am going after what I want, and I feel that if I'm successful enough, if I am out there, if I'm known to people, and more people are looking at me, like, आज के डेट में ये हो गया कि जितने ज़्यादा followers उतनी ज़्यादा आपकी value. No matter what I say, if my numbers don't, if my numbers are not there, people won't value what I'm saying and what I'm speaking with that. Like, it won't resonate. जब मेरे numbers वहाँ पे है, तो अगर मेरे numbers सही है तो मतलब मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ. अगर मेरे numbers कम है तो मतलब ये तो ऐसे ही है, ऐसे आते रहते हैं रोल. So that's what inspires me, so that I feel if I grow myself to a big enough level, I could actually bring about some change, a little bit of change, if possible, and try and leave this place a bit better than how I found it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's what inspires me. I feel because change can happen, man. People can be better. People can. Actually, there is so much that one can explore within here. There's so much to learn about yourself and about the human mind, and so many good things, great things to do in life. And that's what inspires me, man. Like, wanting to be a better version of yourself. It's inspiring, very inspiring.
Wow. Yeah.
That's why, like, you set an example what you feel people should do.
In the process.
So I'm trying to make myself better so that I become an example and people see, like, अरे वो कर सकता तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता? Because again, I'm from an ordinary family, from an ordinary background, and a very normal guy who's, if I become successful, people will see and say that, हाँ भाई उसने कर लिया तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. And that's.
So that actually inspire other people as well. Yes. So that's what I think is a really good thought to go forward. Is like, even if you inspire just
Absolutely.
one person in this world, I think your job is done, because there's actually a big deal to just inspire someone. Great. I think all the 5 questions you had amazing answers. I don't have a gift hamper to give like the talk shows, but definitely I think I was inspired listening to all the words that you said. It was probably one of the most inspiring sessions that I have done with someone. Now the floor is open for people to ask questions. Guys, if you have any question that you want to ask Dev, please write it in the comment section and he will answer it. Make sure that the question is clear so that he can take it and answer it in his way. And even if you have any suggestions, anything, you can write it in the comment here. So people have been commenting. I was not able to take the question because I was talking to you, and people have been sending you a lot of love.
I see a lot of my friends have also joined in.
They have been.
I'm so thankful that my friends didn't do what they do to my other friends. Spam in the comments. Thank you, boys. But I'll tell you one thing. This is my first live session.
Being nice. for a while.
Being someone from social media, I have never gone live.
Oh, really?
This is my first time, and I'm so like, I'm liking this whole vibe. I'm liking this whole, like, it has gotten something out in me that I had no idea existed. And I think it's because the way you either conducted this interview and this session, and it. I told you, I try and see inspiration. I try and see a possibility of growth in everything because that's my style. It's been working for me, and I feel it will work for me in the future as well.
Yeah.
So from this, what I take is that, man, I should be doing this more often.
Yeah.
It is so.
You should definitely. Like, yeah, see, I actually invite people who I feel are genuinely, I get inspired from. I really like the way they're doing things in their life, and I want to learn from them, or maybe the people who are on our platform are learning from them. So yours name came, and I'm like, yes, we want to have a chat with you. So yeah, thank you for joining us today. And this session would be also live on our IGTV, so you can probably, you know, go
Hi,
back, have a
hi.
look there as well. And Sandeep is saying hi. Hi,
Any
Sandeep.
questions?
If
Shoot.
you have any questions, you can ask us. You should definitely check out his amazing, and also, all right.
Hi, Disha. What's up? Thank you for joining. Hey, bro. Yes, yes. आज ही पता चला ब्रो ये कितना मस्त टाइम पास हो रहा है and it's so like
Okay, people are
insightful
saying
to
do more lives.
put something
So
out
you
there
should
and
do more
flush
lives.
your what is here.
And yeah, and
It is so relaxing. It's like therapy, man. Like you can find therapy in so many things. लोग साइकियाट्रिस्ट के पास जाते हैं अपने अंदर का दिमाग का सब सामान बाहर निकालने के लिए.
Yeah, man, like
who and because there are people listening to you, you will try and get all the good things out. And trying to get good things out is a very nice process of good thoughts coming in here. देवदत्त भाई आपको एक्टिंग में आए हुए कितना टाइम हो गया? 8 साल हो गए ब्रो.
Yeah.
Not TP is about connecting. Absolutely, वो टाइम पास तो मुंह से निकल गया यार. वो फ्लो में मुंह से निकल गया ना. I'm excited. So Dave, how do you rate your guitar skills?
It's about connecting.
Oh, I'm learning.
Connected to
I'm
you.
learning.
Dave,
and honestly, I. Show how much I learned.
Wow.
See, I thought myself how to play guitar, looking at YouTube videos, and
you should show how much you have learned.
No.
अभी time आ गया है दिखाने का. Yes.
I really like finger style, like strumming तो ठीक है, but because I like finger style more. अरे यार इसका क्या करूँ मैं?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just. Yeah, this is something that like I'm learning. As I said, I'm learning finger style guitar, and And I think that obsession is what I had no idea how to play with my fingers. I just used to play like 4-5 songs and that was it. But because of that obsession of wanting to learn, I actually, देख के YouTube videos देख के practice कर करके I don't know if you can see, my fingers are मतलब full खत्म हो चुके हैं practice कर करके.
Yeah.
And that was because I was obsessed.
And how?
Guitarist, no. This is like,
Yeah.
There's a long way to go with the instrument, but that's why I mean मालूम है कुछ ना कुछ नया करते रहना चाहिए so that you find things about yourself. अभी जैसे मेरे को पहले मालूम नहीं था कि मैं बजा सकता हूँ गिटार, अब सीखा तो पता चल रहा है बजा सकता हूँ. I'm trying to understand music theory. It is like सीखना पड़ेगा, but हाँ एक नया इंटरेस्ट मिल जाता है ना, like you find something new to do that you're interested in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Learning never stops, bro.
Yeah.
And nice.
Exactly. I think one of the core of creativity.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely.
Is I keep learning something.
I could see you doing something now. मेरे को पता था कुछ ना कुछ तो कर रहा होगा. मेरे को पता है कुछ ना कुछ तो बनेगा.
When you were playing the guitar, I made a little doodle of you. So I'm gonna add a few more details to it, and I'm gonna send it to you so that you have a doodle of the session which we talked about. And I think people. So for me, like it's like whenever I get chances, just doodle something. I think it keeps me sane, all the things. Okay, so
my first film was War Chhodna Yaar.
That you had.
It was I played a very small role in that.
They asked you
it was a war comedy between India and Pakistan, directed by Faraz Haider.
Okay, very interesting.
And that was my first film.
Through them, people loved
then
when you were playing.
I was a part of a Marathi film called Zaniva. I played one of the leads in that film.
Okay.
And then और कौन सा किया?
Yeah.
I think that was it. I was shooting for this other film, but that film was shelved. So होते रहता है यार, इंडस्ट्री में एक चीज है, like unless and until your film is released, किसी को मत बताओ. जब तक थिएटर में आ नहीं जाती ना, बताना मत किसी को. और वो भी खुद एक बार देख के आओ कि तुम्हारा पार्ट एडिट आउट नहीं हो गया. हाँ.
Yeah. सही बात है.
See, one of my best moments of my journey, struggle time के तो ऐसा कोई best moments खास थे नहीं.
Okay.
Because struggle time में क्या best moment यार, वड़ा पाव खा रहा था मैं खाने में.
Best moment of your journey.
रात का dinner किया तो किया.
When you
वड़ा
were in
one
struggle time,
lassi
when
and
you
2
were in
vada
struggle
pav
time,
was
what was
my
the best
meal
moment of that?
for the
If
day.
you want to share that, totally up to you.
I used to
Take the
travel
question
from Malad to
and,
Andheri to give auditions.
Yeah.
But one of my most amazing times that I had, like as an actor, was when I shot with Shah Rukh Khan. And because him being my inspiration, him being, he was that one guy who I used to see since I was a kid. I've seen him in Circus, I've seen him Fauji, and I've seen him, develop through his years to what he's become today. And even though people have a lot of opinions about his acting and the kind of films that he's doing, but he's become what he's become doing what he's been doing. So that's very inspiring. And I ended up working with him on an ad for Food Panda. And the best moment was when I was shooting. So the director, like this is from the set, the director, when Shah Rukh Khan came on set, so the director called out to me and he's like, and he was wearing Shah Rukh Khan was in a panda outfit. Okay, if you see that ad, he's wearing a panda outfit where he takes out his head. So he was already in that panda outfit because, of course, him being him, you need to be very quick with what you do. So the director like, Shahrukh, this is your co-star, Dave. Dave, this is. So he wanted to shake my hand, but because he was in his outfit, so he just raised his panda hand. He's like, "Hi, Dave."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hi, sir.
Yeah.
How are you?" And then after that, he's like, the director explained the scene, and
Yeah.
Shahrukh sir was like, "अच्छा, Dave, मुझे अपनी line देना." And my line was, "अरे इतने जल्दी आ गए? पुलिस नहीं पकड़ दी आपको?" And he was expecting that because when I smiled and all, he was expecting that, okay, he's going to be starstruck and he won't be able to speak. But me, I have a very heavy voice, and we were shooting in Yashraj Studios, and it was a closed studio. So when I gave my dialogue, I just gave it the way I'm supposed to give it. And he kind of got impressed with that, okay, he takes his job seriously. So he's like, and then he gives his dialogue like, "Don ko pakadna mushkil hi nahi, naam mumkin hai." And then I gave, like, in that scene, I gave my take, like I gave my side of the take. He gave his suggestion, and then I went to the monitor because it was his take, it was his side, his frame.
Yeah.
So then I was sitting at the monitor, and suddenly on the mic they go like, "Dave, you're being called on set. Shahrukh wants his cues." And Shahrukh sir wants his cues. I'm like, okay, he actually called for me to tell, like, he's like, "Usko bulao, Dev ko bulao, usko bolo meko apna uska cue de." Otherwise, usually ADs do that, but he's like, "Nahi, call him." And that was that moment where, okay, this man actually appreciates someone doing what they're doing, and yeah, man, a very good moment, a very fond memory of my like a part of my journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, very, very,
Yeah,
very inspiring.
he's a gem of a person, man.
I think Shah Rukh Khan has actually inspired so many people. I
is simple.
I went to say a conference,
and I used
even though
his
so many
team,
conferences last year.
his team is
One of
something
them
else.
I went to, and
his
I
team,
think Bhuvan
you
came,
could say his team is arrogant.
And then he was sharing his experience of working with Shah
He's
Rukh Khan.
such a simple man, and
just amazing, life-changing.
like, he's extremely down to earth. He's very fun to work with.
How it must have.
And of course, when you're, oh yeah, man, of course. Look where he's at today. And they say that when he's in front of you, you don't really see anything around. You just see him for what he is. And this is a fact.
Yeah.
If Shah Rukh Khan is in front of you, you will not see anything else.
Yeah.
You will just see him.
I'm sure he's like one of the smartest man. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Charming. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I know. I'm sure, that's how it is. Yes. I have so many friends who have like amazing experiences of like encounters with Shah Rukh. I think that could be like a
Thank you.
series in itself. But yeah, that's thank you for sharing that with us, Dave. It was amazing to hear that line. You have such passion in the way you describe things that I can actually visualize it in my mind.
Man.
Okay, and I could feel myself being there, part of that scene. It's amazing. I think that's a talent that you have. Perfect. So this is our session. I think, guys, it's been amazing to have you with us. And the comments will keep coming. If you wanna go for them, they won't stop. But guys, if you wanna message, you can message DevDutt on his Instagram account.
Oh, man.
And I'm sure
very deep
and
question.
Go check out his videos.
What is that happiest moment that makes you stick around?
And if you have any doubts,
there is a lot of possibility
project a message
to what you could actually do with life.
As well. Dave, I'm going to take the
you
last
just have one
moment,
life,
before I
and
let you
there's
go.
so much that you could do. If you don't, like, say for example, if I don't get success in acting, there are so many other things that I could actually do, man. So many things. I could move to a different place, start something new, and these days the possibilities are endless. So, man, there is sticking around. Man, I'm so excited about life, and with this newfound idea of myself, I have so much curiosity as to how much I could develop, as a person, how much I could grow as a person. Because if 29 years of I'm 29 years old. If 29 years of my life got me here, I'm curious as to what the rest of my life holds for me. And I will, and I will be trying my best to, achieve the best possible life for myself.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's what I'll stick around for, because I want to see myself grow and I want to see a better version of myself. That curiosity is what will make me stick around. Absolutely, man. You yourself, you yourself are a success story if you have the right perspective to look at things.
Yeah.
You can find good things about yourself like this if you start thinking about it.
Someone shared this line with me that whenever you have a doubt about the future, always see how far you have already come in your life, and you'll make it in future as well.
Bro, thank you so much for having me here, man. Thank you so much for having me. I'm telling you, this has been it has been such an energy booster. Even though I have been blabbering and blabbering and blabbering, but it has, I'm very happy to tell you that it has helped me even in this 1 hour of conversation.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It is
today,
so helpful for myself.
Pleasure, man.
I can actually feel there's so much of good energy. There's so much of good radiating energy that I feel about myself and of this whole idea. And it's nice, man. I'm so glad I did this. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I think all the blabbering we had actually coming as gold nuggets.
Thank you so much.
So don't worry about that. We had amazing time listening to your stories, opening yourself up to.
I'm still waiting for what you're supposed to send
sharing
me.
and talking about creativity, as a person that you basically experience. So these comments actually covered the screen. So I'm gonna turn them off so I can see your face and say a proper bye. So thank you and take care. This is our show Creativity, guys, and we had DevDutt.
डन ऐसा एक सेट भेजना अच्छा मतलब ताकि मैं जब ऐसा उसको डिस्प्ले पे रखूं ना तो ऐसा दिखे कि हाँ सही है ठीक है
that is in my chart, and then I'm waiting for you to see what
thank you so much for having me, bro. It was nice talking to you. Thank you and peace. Thank you. Bye. Cheers. Take it easy.
इसके बाद ही भेजता हूँ DevDutt09. That's his Instagram, and on YouTube, check out his work. He's been one of the most inspiring person I've met, and I started vlogging because of him, which I stopped, but I'm gonna start now because I feel so